Audio Jungle.
When the judgment was delivered, I would like to begin by thanking the justices of the Court of Appeal for their well-considered judgments. Everybody heard, and very clearly too, when the justices made it clear that I remain the Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly. They emphasized the fact that I was elected on the 5th day of June 2023, and that there has not been any reason to say that I lost my seat because I was never impeached and I was never removed. That emphasis was made by the Court of Appeal today. The Court of Appeal went further to make it clear that there is nothing like any other House of Assembly apart from the House of Assembly under my speakership. That was made clear again today, just like we've always had in previous judgments. Again today, the Court of Appeal made it clear that the governor of Rivers State does not have a budget upon which is governing the states, because the Court of Appeal upheld the judgment delivered by Justice Omotosho, wherein he declared that there is no budget for Rivers State for the fiscal year 2024. What the Court of Appeal has done today is to reaffirm the judgment delivered by Justice Omotosho, and every single matter decided in that judgment by Justice Omotosho was upheld today by the Court of Appeal. So there is no contention whatsoever on the issue of speakership, on the issue of which one is House of Assembly. In fact, the Court of Appeal said today that everything those three individuals are doing, that they are doing it in a secret place. Emphasis was made by the Court of Appeal today, and that it is not known to law. In fact, the Court of Appeal went ahead to declare that the actions of the governor are reprehensible. And the Court of Appeal said that the court must not only back, but it must do what? Bite. That was what the Court of Appeal said today. So we are happy that indeed we still have the judiciary that is interpreting our laws the way they should interpret our laws. We are not surprised, because we have always said it, that we stand on the path of the rule of law. We will ensure at all times that we keep to our constitution, obey our constitution and the laws of Rivers State. What we heard today is that the Court of Appeal has once again admonished and scolded the governor of Rivers State. We know, I've always told the media, that the governor has sworn that he has immunity and that he will never obey any judgment. He will never obey judgment from the Supreme Court, the Court of Appeal, or Federal High Courts. And he will continue to govern or rule Rivers State without following laws of this country. Today, the Court of Appeal emphasized that point and reprimanded the governor for all his actions that are against the Constitution and laws of this country. I'm happy that the Court of Appeal agrees with us that we have a governor, out of other governors we have in this country, who has no respect for the law. We have never seen it this bad in our state, in Rivers State, and in this country, where you have a sitting governor who has sworn to abide by the Constitution, who has sworn to abide by laws of this country, but has chosen not to follow our laws or our Constitution. We'll see how everything turns out. We will know at the end of the day. Students of government in secondary schools, students of political science in our universities, they are reading their textbooks. They are also listening and watching to see how our Nigerian democracy is run. They want to know how all of this will end. If a governor is bigger than the Supreme Court, if a governor is bigger than the Court of Appeal or Federal High Courts, if the immunity granted to the governor by the Constitution allows him to jettison and relegate to the background judgments of courts at will, we will see how everything ends. I'm also waiting to see how this country will address this kind of scenario that we have never witnessed before. A situation where a governor feels is bigger than the Constitution. We are still waiting. As we speak, These three individuals who has no respect for our courts, those suspended three members of the House of Assembly who has no respect for our courts, the laws of this country, the Constitution, they are still going ahead. We learned the right day that the governor has presented to them the medium-term expenditure framework for 2025. We are waiting. Maybe at the end of the day, you will hear that he has also given his assent to another budget for 2025. But my joy is that we stand with the law, and the law is on our side. But we'll see how this country will address all these issues of impunity and executive rascality. Thank you very much. River State, laws in this country are sacrosanct. They must all be obeyed. They must all be obeyed by everybody. So those who choose not to obey, we will see what, because the House of Assembly of River State, we are not law enforcement agents. Ours is to make laws. We have powers of oversight, and we have power to represent our people. So we are going to do our own bit. We will see how agencies of government in this country will look at all of these issues. We have filed so many matters in courts. We will see how all of this turns out. Today, the Court of Appeal has said, all of you that are in the media, you are here today. I'm sure when they are sitting tomorrow, you will still go and cover them and tag them House of Assembly of River State. Because part of the problem we're having is that the media accords them that illegal status of a factional House of Assembly, whereas they are not. Even the media are also in contempt of judgment of courts by giving them that media space and according them that status of House of Assembly. And we'll see how everything plays out. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Sir, the court has reversed the judgment given by Justice Omotosho.
Yes.
And also implicated some issues against the governor. How do you react to this?
Because that's the right thing to do. I think that this judgment has laid to rest, has put an end to the political caricature in River State. It has been happening for too long. And thank God that the Court of Appeal came with a sound, comprehensive, and conclusive pronouncement on it, that it amounts to a caricature for 4 members of the House of Assembly to sit and claim that they are deliberating on any issue. The Constitution requires 2/3 for issues that require, like the impeachment of a speaker or the governor, and 1/3 as the number required to conduct the business of the House of Assembly. This has not been done, as claimed by the factional leader. I think this one has ended his tenure as factional Speaker of the House of Assembly. I think that's the end of all these disputations and contestations.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sir.
Which he delivered in January this year, in respect of the leadership and membership of the River State House of Assembly, and acts such as the purported passage of appropriation bill and presentation of persons for appointment before the House. The Court of Appeal this afternoon affirmed the decision of Justice Omotosho, and in affirming same, clearly stated that Right Honorable Martin Chike Amewule is the authentic Speaker of the River State House of Assembly, as found by Justice Omotosho, and that the other 26 members are still the valid members of the House of Assembly. And any act done without these persons participating is clearly a nullity. They clearly stated that they are equally affirmed that the budget purportedly passed and under the purported leadership of Edison Ehieze is clearly a nullity, because they didn't go through the proper process. He was not a speaker, and the proper quorum was not even formed. And it was done in violation of orders made by Justice Omotosho. So that is, in a nutshell, the kernel of the decision of the Court of Appeal today. So they've affirmed all that Justice Omotosho decided, all the reliefs that he granted, including the substantive reliefs and the injunctive reliefs were all were affirmed. And moreover, they replicated the conduct of the governor of Rivers State, which is very fundamental, that he should endeavor to obey orders of court. He swore to an oath when he became governor to uphold the constitution and the law. Therefore, he is bound to obey orders of court. That is unfortunate that he has not done so. They equally said that it was wrong for him to have destroyed the Rivers State House of Assembly, the building and structures, while this action was pending before the High Court, despite the order made by Justice Omotosho. So these are some of the decisions of the Court of Appeal. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Audio Jungle.